We see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
On a warm and sunny afternoon in the Bay State of Massachusetts, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run here with Rico Dowdle. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run again with Dowdle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Dowdle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. A carry here for TreVeyon Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. And incomplete on the deep ball. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
They get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Dowdle. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. We can look at this Patriots defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
They run here with Dowdle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Rico Dowdle, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
14. Patriots 6. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, it's May. It fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henderson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over at that time. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Room past the 35. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Makes the score.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Out past the 30, second down coming up.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. To the air, May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here's May. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
They'll throw with May. Over the middle here to Brown.
A.J. Brown.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Number 1, A.J. Brown. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. May going to give it to Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. May rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Romeo Doubs. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Patriots get a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
Patriots 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here.
Inside the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Rico Dowdle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The score, Steelers
Boswell good with the extra point.
13.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw, it's May. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But
and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Aaron Rodgers, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Patriots 13. Chris Boswell.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's good for a Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the
throwing here is May.
line.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
From the gun, it's May. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Bryce Baringer now.
Baringer in punt formation for the Patriots.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Steps away. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And a
It's a good, nice,
first
crisp
down.
run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
Second down at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Warren will try the right side. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Touchdown! Jalen Warren, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Patriots 13. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots. The extra point now for Borregales. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Next to score, Steelers 42. Patriots 20.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man, it's Warren. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. Gets past one man. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 16 more on that one and another first down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion right is Pittman. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
An 8-yard pickup.
Pittman's first catch, good for a first down. Running left, it's Warren. Bulldoze, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Flushed out right. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll try and throw for it with May. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A handoff for Warren. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world up to the challenge.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the give, it's Warren. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
76 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on.